Hey guys, Artosis here, bringing you game number 3 of a match I sponsored between Scan and Hyuk. All right, it is tied up 1-1. Been a pretty good series so far. Well, I mean, the wins were kind of one-sided on both sides, honestly. Like, someone got control early on, and it just didn't go well for their opponent. Both masters of keeping that pressure on. But we'll see if we can have a closer game here on Eclipse. I think Eclipse, just a fantastic map overall. Maybe slightly better for Terran in the mid-game. Obviously, if Zerg gets those bottom right bases down in this area, it's going to be a little bit hard to deal with. But let's see. Let's see what these guys want to end up going for. Scan, of course, in the top right, and Hyuk in the bottom left. So far, we did see the 1-1-1 on Ascension out of Scan and just a regular bio opener on Largo. Hyuk, I mean, 2-hatch Muta is really the best opener that Zerg has. It's just like good against everything. It's like what you should be doing. Now, there's different variations of 2-hatch, that's for sure. Like different pool timings to get into it. You know, like, do you make your third hatch on location of a new base? Do you make it inside of your own base? There's a lot of different things that can be done with that. All right, so Scan just gonna go ahead and scout. Did make his barracks in his main base. A lot of people like to wall in, but it's been a little bit more trendy lately to do things like 4 pools. Seen that over in ASL and whatnot. So I think it's probably smart for him to mix it up a little bit in that regard, and especially if he's going to do a scout like this, right? Sometimes you see a Terran scout in a different direction like this, and that can be smart to circumnavigate a drone or make your opponent think that you're proxying or something like that. Because sometimes, yeah, see how this drone came out and is chasing the SCV? You know, a lot of times good Zergs will send a drone through the center and find the SCV and then just moving shot it all the way. And it can be very hard to get away from the drone, basically. The Zergs are very, very good at microing that, and the SCV can't kind of do the same type of moving shot. So, yeah, you end up losing that battle pretty quickly. You can see Hyuk trying to do it. Sharp right turn there from Scan, so we'll keep it alive for now. CC on location. Another depot going down, so it looks like he may end up making a wall down here anyways. And for Hyuk, okay, so third base being made at his third. Well, yeah, I guess third hatchery being made at his third base. That's the better way to put that. Scan looks like he wants to go and find it right now. He sees that this gas timing is too late, and he knows that there's a third hatchery, so it's just about finding it at this point. You don't really have to check for things like how many lings are being made. And yeah, there you go. He sees where it is. And yeah, with the barracks coming down, oh, it's actually a fast gas once again. So this is actually very, very, very similar. It looked different, but it's very, very, very similar to the build that we just saw in Game 2 on Ascension. He didn't start with the wall. He started with out here and floated it down into a wall. So kind of the same thing on a 2-player map. You can scout your opponent rather quickly. So no big worries there. But yeah, with the quick gas, he's certainly going to be going factory. But he doesn't have a depot here. I'm really nervous for him. Okay, the SCV just saw this, I think. No? Oh no, guys, this is bad. This is really bad news right here. The Ling's getting in. He's got to pull his SCVs. Okay, pushes them back. And Hyuk, wow, Hyuk's playing that pretty timid. I thought for sure he'd try to dive on top of those SCVs. Yeah, those Marines. I was going to say, it's really not hard with 5 Lings to kill 2 Marines. Well, he kind of screwed that up in my opinion, but okay. Scan holds on. Great. I'm glad the game is going to finish in 4 minutes and 15 seconds. But, yeah, that can be very annoying to deal with. Now, Scan does have his factory kind of hidden over here to the side. Let's take a look. Hyuk doesn't actually know. He doesn't have a sunken being made, so I think he thinks right now that this is a regular bio opener. It definitely looks that way. Okay, starport. Oh my god, is it going to be double starport? Double starport. Guys, I've never seen Scan do a Wraith opening, but that is exactly what we're going to be seeing here today. Oh, this is sick. I can't wait. Now, the Vulture could potentially be more game-breaking than everything else here. Let's see where it ends up going. Look, no sunken. No sunken. We have one Zergling with speed right now. Let me check if one Zergling with speed beats a Vulture. No, it loses just barely. What about two Vultures? Okay, it loses a little bit worse there. Okay, Scan in very good shape with this opener. I think he's really kind of tricked Hyuk. Hyuk has no real idea of what's going on. Look at this. Add-on goes down. Certainly Wraiths are going to start to be produced, and all these drones are dead. There is no way to save these. Okay, good micro here from Scan. Just picking them off as he can. Definitely wants to chase those down. Sunken being made. Oh, wow. He actually turns around. You know what? He's assuming that there's a Sunken there, I think. But he actually could have chased there and got a lot more damage. Did turn around. But you know what? The thing is, it's still a lot of damage. He's still definitely ahead. Whether that was the right move or not. Well, obviously, we can see that this time that was not the right move. But yeah, that's... You can't really fault him for doing it. I think he's surprised with how much he surprised Hyuk. Now coming in, trying to kill off the larva/egg. Looks like he might, just barely. Okay, gets it. Definitely that's a good move to kill off an egg like that. And the Lings trying to chase down these Vultures. The Vultures will end up winning there. But look, we're now on 3 Starport Wraith. So, ooh, a little bit of a mistake there on the rally. 3 drones and 2 Overlords in that bottom left corner. But yeah, okay, so the Wraiths are out now, and they're hunting Overlords. They're going to have Cloak pretty quickly. Mutas do chase that down. And yeah, Hydra's on the way as well as Lurkers, but I think that we are just completely fine in regards to how Scan is doing here, right? Like, in fact, as he pops out to 6 Wraiths, I think he just needs to go across the map. 6 Wraiths, one shot a drone. So that's like a perfect number of Wraiths to go across the map and try to harass with. So there's 5, and... Is there really only 5? Yeah. And people might be thinking, well, hold on, they do 8 ground damage. 5 times 8 is 40. That's how much health the drone has. But Zerg gets 1 point of instant heal. So you'd have to have them all hit exactly the same moment. Now, gonna kill off that Overlord, chase down these Mutas as well. Quite a few Hydras going across the map. We do have a bunker being made. Haven't landed this as of yet, but honestly, Scan can kill these with the Cloaked Wraiths. Some of them don't have that much energy, but some of them a little bit deeper on that. You see, they don't take that long to end up killing them off. Especially when you have such a nice number here. 5 of them. Picking off quite a few Hydras. Already killing 3 or 4. Things not looking very good for Hyuk. He is getting his Overlord speed now. Alright, has to turn around the Uncloaked Wraith. The other one's gonna turn around and fight a little bit more. Oh, that one's so low. Okay, he does end up killing it. Oh, Scourge just gonna come up, get a free kill there on the Wraith. Well, I guess no Scourge kill is a free kill. But they do get the kill on the Wraith. Barracks being added in. Look at this. It's such a huge advantage for Scan right now. And even though, like, the Wraiths, you look at them and you're like, oh, are they going to do that much more now that we're actually getting a decent amount of Hydras? We're going to have Overlord speed and all that. The answer is actually, yeah, they still do quite a bit, right? You have to sit back pretty defensively still with them. They can be microed like Mutalisks. The best Wraith micros in the world can actually kill Hydras pretty darn well with them. I don't want to say efficiently. It really has to do with numbers and time of the game and stuff like that. But here, let's see what he can get done. He actually flies over the morphing Lurkers. This is a terrible situation for Hyuk now. The fact that Scan knows 5 Lurkers are being morphed there is gigantic, of course. Now the Wraith's coming in. Just a handful of Hydras here. Picking off the drones as he can. Looks like he's going to go up and meet these Lurkers once again. Force them to burrow. Not bad. In fact, almost kills one off. Does a scan. And tried to get some more. Gonna have to pull back, though. Okay, I think this SCV is very likely the one grouped with the Wraiths to make them clump up like that. Looks like we're gonna get into some siege tanks, science vessels, more Marines being produced. A lot of Hydras coming across the map. Look at the amount of Overlords, too. He is getting the drop upgrade. So, okay, I kind of... I kind of don't mind the idea for Hyuk because he's in a terrible situation. But if the Wraiths are over here screwing around, trying to hurt economy, picking off Hydras and whatnot, maybe you can get something done. Attack the front, make him really defend up here, and then switch it into a mass drop. Okay, he just showed all of his Overlords, so I feel like that is a little bit of a tell. You know, you normally bring like 2 Overlords here. I guess you could technically bring some more just to make sure that the Wraiths aren't supply blocking you or something, but you do want to leave some at home for detection as well, so it's just a little bit fishy. Now, that Overlord drop upgrade is going to be finishing relatively soon here. Oh, look at this. Comes in, starts picking off the Overlords. Really nice Wraith Micro here from Scan. Has a full group of 11. Siege Tank comes out onto that high ground. Just picking off anything he can right now. Look at that. Killing off a lot of the Hydras. Oh, I don't know if this is going to end up working. Like, he would need great lurker connections on the Bioforces to make a drop actually work at this point. The way he's pulling them back, Scan's keeping such a close eye on this with his Wraiths. Okay, drops is done. +1 missile attacks almost done. Here we go. Loading up the Overlords. I think this is probably the last-ditch effort here for Hyuk. His economy is terrible. He's got about half the worker count. Look at this. Here comes the drop. A lot of the bio in the natural, but he is going to stim and run up here. The Lurker's burrowing. Oh my god, look at these 4 Lurkers in the front. He needs to unload these Overlords as well. There's a lot that haven't been yet. And the Lurkers will clear the siege tanks. Not many left over. And I think he lost the Overlord with the extra 4 in it. That is so painful. That could be used to snipe down this siege tank. It seems like he's just going to be held, maybe just because his units did not drop well here. It was actually a pretty smart way to try to go about coming back from such a terrible situation, but as the Wraiths come up here to fight as well, there's just no way for him to hold on. GG, and Scan wins the series 2-1.